friends, today I'm gonna make for you a kind of hippie soup. It's been brought to my attention that this is a hippie soup. I asked one of my bonus kids today if she thought that cauliflower tahini soup was a hippie soup. And she said, well, because you know what it is and I don't know what it is, it's a hippie soup. So I guess we're going with that. It is kind of a unique soup. It's very hearty. It's something that could be a complete meal, especially when you add a little bit more protein to it. I'm gonna add some garbanzo beans to it as well. It's not something you necessarily need to add. You could also do chicken or pork. Either of those would go fine. Tofu would go fine. White beans would go okay. But I'm gonna do garbanzos today. So the things you'll need for this recipe, you'll need one baking dish, one walled baking sheet, a stock pot, a silicone spatula, vegetable knife. I already got started, you can see, and a freshly cleaned, as you can see the water on the table, immersion blender. And I think that's pretty much it. If there's anything else that you need, I will mention it early in the blog post, but I'm pretty sure this is everything. Okay, so we're gonna start off by coating the bottom of a baking sheet with a little bit of oil and un peu de sel, a little bit of salt. And we're going to chop up the cauliflower, just kind of in even pieces so that they cook evenly. And what we'll do with this is we will bake it at a 400 degree oven, not 450, just 400, for about 30 to 40 minutes. Yeah, some of the pieces might be a little bit smaller, and that's okay. I mean, it's fine if some of them are smaller, because what you're going for is a little bit of caramelization. Caramelized and just toasty cauliflower is a wonderful, wonderful thing. It's also really, cabbage is also really good that way, I think. So I'm just gonna get this all chopped up.
And we'll be back.
And we'll be back. So now that I've got everything chopped up, I am just tossing everything in the oil. Oops, something tried to escape there. Man overboard.
It was like, you'll never take me alive.
No.
I will survive, my brethren.
Haha. All right. And it's always important to have, which I don't actually, but there's one underneath here. Always important to have like a kitchen towel handy so that you can, you know, keep your hands somewhat clean and you can handle certain things. So I'm just gonna coat this with a little bit more oil, and that's gonna be kind of our accelerant for roasting. So that's done. Now I'm going to do the same thing so that I can roast my garbanzo beans. Garbanzos. You can also season these with a little bit of curry powder if you want to, but honestly there's going to be curry powder in the soup too, so it's not entirely necessary for this. But I just want to get these garbanzo beans to be a little bit crispy. This is 2 cans of garbanzo beans. If you were to roast them, or not roast them, if you were to boil these garbanzo beans, like if you wanted to do them from total scratch, I would do about a cup of garbanzo beans boiled, and then you would have this. All right, so these are both gonna go into the oven. They'll bake at 400 degrees. I'm gonna check on the garbanzo beans after 20 minutes. These will probably take more like 30 or 40. All right, so we're back and we're ready to go with the soup. So in this bowl of this particular mortar and pestle, I have, it looks like I've got 6 cloves of garlic in here. You don't have to use that much if you don't want to. I like garlic, so that's what I'm doing. I've got 1 cup of tahini, 1 can of coconut milk. I like this brand in particular because they don't use BPA in their cans. Some pork stock that I made yesterday. 2 tablespoons of curry powder and 1 tablespoon of cumin, a bunch of cilantro. This is the cauliflower that we roasted, and also the garbanzo beans that we roasted. The garbanzo beans actually took about half an hour, and the cauliflower took about 45 minutes. So a little bit longer than I was anticipating, but I think there might be something up with my oven. So your mileage may vary there, we'll just see. All right, so I'm gonna get started by smashing these guys up. Having a crappy day, there's nothing better than smashing something in your mortar and pestle. And I like to get it into a nice paste like that. And I need a rubber spatula, so I'll be right back. Okay, so we're just gonna get it all off of there. And we're gonna get it all out of here. And I'm also gonna add a little oil to this because we don't want the butter to burn or the garlic. Okay, so you see that? We've got about 2 tablespoons of butter in there and probably about a tablespoon of oil, and then my 6 cloves of garlic and 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay, so I'm going to juice 4 lemons here, and it's really important to sift your lemon juice when you do this because you don't want seeds. Pulp would be okay, but you don't want seeds, and it's just easier to just go ahead and sift. So I just put it in the sieve like that. One of these days I'll get a bigger juicer because this is a very juicy lemon. My goodness, look at this thing. That's impressive. Good job, lemon. And that is a-okay with me because I like it when it's a tangy soup too. We want all the colors represented here.
Eat the rainbow.
We're going to go with, yep. What are Simine's elements? Salt, fat, acid, and heat. It's all here. All here.
I haven't thought about Simine in a long time.
I know. I don't know where she went.
Yeah, I don't know.
I do enjoy Simine.
Brad. Brad was great.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed in Brad.
Me too.
Because he could have gone with everyone, or at least like showed a little bit of support for the people who were shorted by Connie Nast. But
I mean, the fact that he was so successful on Bon Appetit should have been an indication that he could be successful off of Bon Appetit.
Totally.
But, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if he chose to stay or not, but...
Survival is one of those things.
Yep.
But he probably didn't need it.
No.
All right. So I'm going to do a little clear out here, and then I'm going to go back over to the stove. All right, so I've got my garlic, my butter, and my oil and salt. And they're starting to fry in the pan. They're taking a second here, but that's okay. There we go. Starting to heat up, starting to look nice. And I don't really want any of this to brown. Like once the garlic is fragrant, I will go ahead and start adding the cauliflower to that. All right, we're already to that point. So here we go with the cauliflower. And I decided to pull the cauliflower before it was like really dark because I didn't want it to turn to mush. just going to stir all this together. Get everything nice and coated. So it can make friends for a minute, but we're not going to leave it for too long. The next thing to go in is going to be the spices, because I want to wake them up a little bit before everything else goes in. Oh my gosh, that already smells so good. Oh yeah. Give it to me, babe. Oh, that smells so good. Woohoo! All right. We are working and cooking here. I'm going to turn the heat down, and I'm going to add my stock. Okay. All right, so I just added the lemon juice to the soup, and I'm going to turn the heat back up a little. And oh, my daffodils! Wow. All right, so now the tahini is going to go in.
That's a blooper.
Tahini's going in. All right. And I'm just going to mix that in a little bit. And before I put the coconut milk in, I'm going to zest. This is another piece of equipment you needed. I'm sorry about that. A microplane is also a good thing to have, or just like, yeah. You don't have to have this kind. If you have the other kind, it's also going to work, but yep. You're going to zest a lemon.
And this is the correct way to do it.
Yeah, don't go back and forth. I see people doing that all the time and I'm like, dude, what?
Or like doing it like over the pot, like with the bottom being the thing that's exposed to the pot. Like the thing that's catching the zest is the thing that's
I see what you're
turned
saying.
upside down.
Yeah, it's better to just kind of do it this way because then you catch it all at once and then you can do it the other way, I guess, but this is just easier.
I think
this is how I was taught to do it. So
it works better.
It does work better.
Like,
and you can get more of the zest off the lemon.
Yeah.
Because I want all of this.
And like, I mean,
I would not want more than one lemon worth of zest because that will end up bitter, but that's absolutely perfect right there. And I'll use this lemon for something else tomorrow probably. It's going to be fine. Okay, and so now got that going. This is very interesting looking. But yeah.
Looks like a yellow curry.
It looks very good.
Which, I mean, it kind of is a yellow curry.
And I've seen people tell you to like shake, I've seen people tell me to shake this. I don't think shaking would have done anything to this particular coconut milk. All right. It's very thick. Okay, so, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this.
Listen.
Final ingredient. We're almost there. Da, 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 da. The thing that makes this soup change color and get even more fabulous is all of this lovely greenery. And I'm going to leave a little bit off for garnish.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Good plan.
And you want to make sure that you chop your cilantro well enough so that you don't have any little stems getting tangled around your blender. Because that's not very sexy. Nobody wants that. And I don't want to super blend this because I don't want to bruise the cilantro. That's about as far as, well, maybe a little bit more. Just be careful when you're doing this. You don't want to like fling hot soup at yourself. That would not be good.
Yeah.
All right, so this is essentially ready. I am just going to rinse off my blender real quick and we'll give it a taste. Okay, so for this soup, you also, once everything goes together, you want to make sure that you serve it pretty soon after that because you don't want the emulsion to break in the coconut milk, which might make it look a little curdled. But here we go. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of the cilantro and a little bit of the garbanzo meat. All right, here we go. Get a little bit of everything so I can get the perfect bite here.
Good soup.
This is really good. So you got the richness and the creaminess from the tahini and the coconut milk. You've got the freshness from the lemon and the cilantro. And you've got the savoriness from the broth. Heck yeah. And there's also a good full serving of vegetables in here too from the cauliflower. So I suggest you go out there, you get the stuff to make this and you do it, because you will not be sorry. Like this video, share this video, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time.
See ya.
Kitchen towel handy. Alright, I'm gonna start over. Alright, now I'm going to... Oh my word! I just realized the card is still on this. Damn it. We'll blitz that out. It's okay.